Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. Today what we're going to talk about are the entry-level watches for Lange Söhne. This German watch company has been around for a long time, and it was sort of came back to life after German reunification under the direction of Walter Lange, who passed away recently. Anyway, these are the watches we're going to take a look at. We're going to take a look at them in terms of how you can get one, either brand new through condition zero or pre-owned. And so anyhow, let's take a look and see what we have. Now, the entry level that was Lange wanted us that they introduced, is a 37 millimeter called the Saxonia Thin. By the way, it's a German region called Saxony that Lange is located in. So Saxonia Thin is named after that, sort of like the California, if they were in California. Okay, so now they have two different models. One is in rose gold or pink gold, and the other one's in white gold, and they're identical. They're they're nice, clean, simple watches. The Vacheron Constantin, Patrimony, the Patek Philippe, Calatrava. This is the kind of watch that they might remind one of. They only have hour and minutes. There's no second hand, nothing but just sort of a pure time machine. By the way, too, I have on my H. Moser at C Henry double hairspring. All right. The movement that is in the Thin, or the Saxonia Thin, is caliber 093.1. Now, that doesn't mean anything. They make them on what's called a 3/4 plate. And a nice thing about a 3/4 plate is that the open quarter on the plate, you can see it at the bottom, you can see the balance wheel and the regulator. And you also see on the regulator arm, you can see the engraving on that. And you can also see the swan's neck adjustment fork that's there as well. There are 167 moving parts, and there are, for screwed gold chantons, there are 3 of those, and it has the type of escapement is called a lever escapement. The oscillator is shock resistant. It's got a screw balance and a balance spring manufactured in-house. They made a big deal about the fact that the balance spring or the hairspring is manufactured in-house. And I think for only your very best watch companies do the hairspring manufactured in-house. And it runs at 3 hertz, 21,600 vibrations per hour. So it's one of the things we see in your better watches. You see something that's under 4 hertz, which I tend to like a lot. It's got a 72-hour power reserve, and it's hand wound. Something else I like. And now the diameter of the movement is 28 millimeters. 28 millimeters in a 37 millimeter case is a nice fit. It doesn't leave a lot of room, but it leaves enough room for the movement to fit in there well. And of course, there's the Perlas and the Geneva waves. They call them, I think, Glashütte waves or something like that. Okay, now the price is for the entry level is about $15,000. Okay, now they're not cheap, but for an entry level, that's pretty good. You take an FP Journe and used, they start around 20,000. Here you can buy one, go down to your AD and get one for 15. Okay, not Not that we can go out and blow $15,000 on a watch. All right, now in condition 0, there's something very interesting that I found. I went to Chrono 24, and I was looking at these at the Saxonia Thin, and they had the prices were from about $8,800 up to $11,710. Now this is for a new watch for condition 0, so you can save quite a bit. One of the things you got to be careful of, if you go to Chrono 24 and you're looking for a Lange Söhne, put down, and you're looking for a particular one, put in they have a little filters that they have, put in 37 millimeters, because there are some other ones that are much smaller than this, and they cost less, but still, they're you want to be sure that if you want to get this entry level one, you want to get the 37 millimeter. On the other hand, something very strange, the condition 0 ones were actually had a lower range than the pre-owned ones. I have no idea why. I think there was probably a little difference. If you look at them closely on the Saxonia that are pre-owned for sale, they have the small seconds, which is a little more expensive model. So it's not the case that you have they're actually less expensive buying from a secondary market for than the used ones. In other words, if you got a used one at a secondary market, it's probably going to be a more expensive model. Now, on the other hand, the Saxonia Thin, you have some really good buys. You can save $3,000 or $4,000, $5,000 over the going in and buying it for full retail. So you might want to check that out. There are a couple places I saw they're exactly the same ones, but they don't cost as much. The warranty and so on and so forth, I know that'll probably be different, but if you're willing to take that opportunity or chance, then you can. Okay, now the why 37 millimeters, I'm not sure. That seemed to me to be pretty good. I had a 37 millimeter overseas, fine. Not too small. I do prefer something like 38, 39, 40 millimeter, but still 37 isn't bad. Now, if you go for the bigger one, now they had two things. They came out with what they called the Saxonia Thin. First they came out with a 40 millimeter, then they came out with a 39 millimeter, and I wasn't sure what they were doing, and so I put down the 39, 40 millimeter. Now these are $22,000. Here you have a $7,000 jump just for the difference between 37 and 39. I don't know why. It's the same movement, but I have no idea why they really do go up in price simply for the additional millimeters. Okay, the other ones were gold, pink or white gold, so I don't know. If you look at the movement in the back of the 39, 40 millimeter one, you got a little more rim on the side, but not a great deal. I mean, that's still a good fit for the same movement. Okay, now there is one called the Saxonia Automatic. Now, the Saxonia Automatic, there are a couple things. That starts around $25,000, $25,800. This is a $10,000 jump over the entry-level hand wound. Like I said, I prefer hand wound, but if you like automatics, and some I do, and this is a particular automatic I really like with the brown dial on it. And you look at the back, and it's got that, it has a gold rotor on it. Usually the gold rotors are 22 karat gold instead of 18 karat. But this particular one doesn't matter. It looks great. Okay, here again, you can see the 3/4 plate, and you can see the balance wheel and everything that is visible there. And on the front, you have the small seconds, which you don't have. Now, these are 38.5 millimeters. So if you like automatics, it's going to cost you a lot more, $10,000. for difference between an automatic and, which is essentially time only. Yeah, they put in the small seconds. I never use my second hands anyway, so looking to get a Lange at an entry level, hey, the 37 millimeter is really a heck of a good buy, and especially if you go to the secondary markets. 10,000, under 10,000 in some cases. Still a lot of money. I realize I'm throwing around somebody else's money. I'm very free with it. Okay, here's a better picture of the movement. It doesn't appear to be a great deal difference other than the automatic, the rotor, and there'll be some gears and things to wind an automatic. Still, you have the workmanship, the craftsmanship that's beautiful on this. Really like this one a lot. Okay, now, the other thing I wanted to take a look at is the next expensive model. And the ground floor of this model is $24,800, which is just below the Saxonia Thin automatic. Okay, now this is back to hand wound again, my preference. And so this is another option, and like I said, it's in 38 millimeter, and the name of the model is the 1815. So again, talking about $10,000 more than the entry level. So the entry level is a real entry level. Okay, and in condition 0, I found some decent buys on that. Now, not great. Let's say they're $5,000 under what you would pay for the full price, and they may be older models too. The pre-owned ones I found, 1815, the pre-owned started around $14,500. But these two are the 1815 in condition 0 with a 38.8 millimeter case on it. And both of them are just, well, one is a good deal under 20. It's about 19,000. The other one's about 19 and a half. Still a good deal, a good buy. So if you want something, if you want an entry level, you get great deals both at the AD as well as from condition 0, and you can find a lot of them. They're great watches. Okay, the last thing I wanted to talk about was some of the features of these watches that make them really special. Why would you go out and buy an A. Lange? Well, first of all, the way in which they're made uses not only precision equipment. Probably most watchmakers have some pretty precision equipment. It's all based on computers, but they go through more steps. One of the things they have that's really important, I think, is that they have what's called a first and second assembly. They put the whole watch together and see if it's, well, they put the movement and the case together to see if and the dial, make sure everything is working. And then if it's working, they take it apart. But they have these what are called jig screws, and they replace the jig screws with these really good blued screws. I mean, in this way, if the reason they use jig screws, if you put in, when you screw something in and you take it out again, it's going to leave a mark somewhere. Well, they don't want to have any marks. All right, so the only screwing that the blued screw, the final ones, go in is when they do the final version of it, the final assembly. So, I mean, this is, I don't know how many other watch companies assemble them and they take them apart and they put them back together again. And after the second assembly, after they put them back together again and they're ready to go, then they test them. They put them on these testers, and these testers, some of which take months. I don't know what they're taking months for. The other thing I wanted to talk about is you'll a lot of times you'll see that this is adjusted to X number of positions, or they won't say anything. These are adjusted to 5 position. Now, what that means is that on the balance wheel, you'll see these little screws around it. There's a picture of it. And then they have these fine little screwdrivers, and they change the balance on that by adjusting the screws. If the screws go in a little, it changes it one way, and if it comes out, it changes it another way. And the 5 positions are, you have, here's a watch, you have dial up, dial down, you have crown up, crown down, and then the final one is right side. And I'm not sure what they mean by right side, unless they mean like this. They put it upside down, and I'm not sure what they do for right side. But the other ones, that's what they're talking about. So when you see a watch adjusted to 5 positions, those are the 5 positions they're talking about. Dial up, dial down, crown down, and the mystery right side. But these are, and I think most are really good watches. If you get an ETA, the different values of the ETAs is based on how many adjustments they make. So if you just adjust it to the dial up, that's one adjustment, and you're going to get something possibly different adjusted here and adjusted here. If you put them to all the positions and you get it adjusted for all of the positions, then you're going to have a much finer watch. And this is, of course, it adds to the expense of it. Okay, now a Lange Söhne is oftentimes a grail watch for a lot of people, and they're certainly a fine one, and they cost a lot of money. But you can start at something that's not, $100,000 or 50 or 40 or even 20 with a Lange. And of course, if you want to, they'll gladly go that high for you when you add more complication. But I like this watch. I like the entry level. I like the 37 millimeter. It's the kind of watch you can buy as, a young man or young woman just getting out of, just starting into whatever, professional or business world of some sort, and wear it. And, as a very elegant watch. I don't think that anybody who knows anything about watches doesn't see a Lange Söhne as something that this is like a very person with good taste, I'll put it that way. Okay, well, listen, as always, I'm interested in hearing what you have to say. What do you think? What do you think of, first of all, is Lange Söhne? Would you rather have some other kind of watch that you think is a better deal for the money, like, I don't know, Breguet or Vacheron Constantin or Patek Philippe? I'd be interested to hear what you have to say. Okay, also, too, we have a Sunday program, and on that, it's very special this Sunday. Something very, very different we haven't had before from a collection of sorts, all right? And, of course, this is an invitation to subscribe if you'd like. Okay, till Sunday, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Side, the art and science of watch collection.